Me llamo Brian, which in Spanish means Brian. And this is the story of the boy! If you're wondering why we don't have mustaches this evening, that is because they are so 2009. Also, partly because Party City was sold out. But mostly because it's 2009. Anyways, this is part 2 of our story of Bartolome, Tomás, Pedro, Ricardo, Enrique, Iglesias, Gustavo, Nika, Manoy, you killed my father, prepare to die, Johnson! But you can just call him Bart. Bart, in part 1, was sleeping under his poncho, which kept him warm from the chilliness, the coldness of his lost love, Brenda Murphy. And you see, Bart woke up this time with the sunrise, wiping the dust from his eyes. Bart checked his schedule and realized that today was academic conference day! So, Bart decided to put on a fine pair of pants, and he decided to put on a fine shirt, and then he decided to put on his belt of fuego. Does he have it on? He's looking good. Now that he is looking bueno, Bart decided to walk to the academic conference. And we all know that when Bart starts to walk, he starts to run! And Bart was running with fire in his footsteps. There was power in his stride. And soon enough, Bart ran all the way from the woods to Roberts Wesleyan College to Hell Auditorium. And he took a seat in the back row. Yeah, near you, yeah. And Bart was sitting there when all of a sudden he saw an angel begin to speak on stage. She was Krista Tippett, the host of NPR Speaking of Faith, began to yell her words out, and Bart fell asleep. You see, as he was falling asleep, becoming those, he was twiddling his thumbs, and he developed a rhythm somehow in his sleep where he began to dance. He began to jig a little over here and dance a little over there, and soon enough, Bart was moving, grooving, man! He was prancing and dancing, he was moving everywhere. He was running up and down the halls, he was dancing, he was on fire, there was fire in his movement. Oh, wow, look at you, man. Oh, that's a nice dance move. And then he saw a pretty lady and he began to stop and talk to the... Nah, just kidding, he's still dancing. So, Bart, get back on stage! When he got back on stage, he realized, whoa, there is an army of 10,000 preview students! And naturally, Bart thought, how can I defeat this army? I must get my weapon, which in that case was a maraca. And he shaked it faster than a rattlesnake can shake its tail. But the previous students were not scared. They've seen YouTube videos like hundreds of times of stuff way scarier than that, so it was nothing. So, knowing his maraca did not work, Bart decided to challenge them to a dance. He gave them the first move and they started to groove! Which was pretty awkward because they're just high schoolers. They don't really know how to dance. They are so weird. Immediately, Bart began to dance! He was moving! Chrissy Tippett was done talking. Wow, he slept through that whole thing. That was all a dream. And then Bart knew it was time to go to the first concurrent session. So he was only deciding to go to one. Maybe next time administration send out a few more emails so he knew what was going on. But so he was going through his first academic session. He was walking over and he was moving. He was fluent, he was dancing, he was happy that he was going to be able to move to the visa. That's not going to... I'm not going to go with you. No.